Okay, I think it's still pretty early, but I think I'm just gonna do like one more, maybe 1 hour, bash it in, and like go like read or do some cross stitch or something. Um, just trying to not burn out on anything. So let me start from here again. I know I had that whole debate, but now I've like eaten lunch and whatnot, and with the clarity of not being remotely hungry, let's see what's happening. So, oh, I know what else I didn't do. That's not the menu I wanted. Item crafting. Can I craft anything? Bone darts. I mean, I'll probably do the poison ones just in case. Although, I have yet to see where. I don't know how many, like, poison bone darts you have to do to get it to proc, right? Mm, okay, just a tree. All right, so I was up here. Well, I don't think I went that way, right? Let's go this way and just see. Let's do some mild exploration. I was telling my Elden Ring friend, I was telling her about how mad I was gonna be after I had done. That's a dog there. After I had done that duo in the cave, and they were about to that snail like grabbed me in a chokehold, and I told her I was like, I didn't even know. Yeah, I don't think I care about that, right? And I feel like those are a lot more because I just had that one lobster before. I don't really like fighting the lobsters. Now, I don't know if one of them like has a larval tear or something, but like real talk, am I gonna respect that much? Probably not. Like, am I ever gonna play New Game Plus? Probably not. Like, even if I replayed Elden Ring, which obviously right this second is a big if, I wouldn't I probably would just start from scratch. I don't tend to do New Game Plus too much. Sometimes I do. But generally I don't because as you are well aware, I don't generally seek out more difficulty. So yeah, I was telling her, I was like, dude, I was going to cry if uh if that snail had killed me. She was like, yeah, I would have been done too. And when I was telling her about well, what are you looking at? Okay, I mean, I'm glad it means something to you because I can't really see anything, but I often stare out into the distance, seeing nothing. That is true. That is a thing I also do. So I can't really. So are there dogs around these two, or just when I go up the Spirit Spring? Or these are a lot of dogs? Wait, come on now. Wait. Oh my gosh. I think what's funny to me is, let me just, I think I just need to kind of get off of the horse because, yeah, okay. It was getting out of hand, the whole situation. I assume that if I cast heal while on the horse, that it also heals the horse. The same way the potion does. I will not lie to you. The grave robin, and you, I mean, I'm probably not telling you anything you haven't already deduced. The grave robin is like my favorite thing in video games, and I don't know why, right? Really? Where did you know what, dude? You know what? I'm so disgusted with you right now. Wait, just stop. I was trying to just pee. Well, at least it refilled my flask, and I assume I know in quotes. Although, again, sometimes the stuff they count as a camp is weird, in my opinion. You know? Okay, I got that already. But yeah, she was like, I didn't know the snail did that move either. And I was like, well, that's probably because you don't just stand there with your back to the snail and let it get you. But apparently, you turn your back to the snail and it just does like it just wraps its entire body around your neck and holds on for a long time. So yeah. Fortunately, it didn't come to that because I was going to be very hurt. And I probably would have had to quit for the day. And she was like saying, uh, that's like the bigger dog though. Hmm. Oh my gosh. You have to be so close, right? You have to be super close to them. And I noticed that in K-Lid as well. I wonder if there's like something better. Like, is this better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so the fire is better on the dogs. And I think I already knew that, right? I think I do generally use the fire on the dogs. Part of me wanted to try that one that, circles me, but the other part of me was kind of like, the other part of me was kind of like, I don't know if I want the dogs like that close to me. You know what I mean? It's like I both did and didn't want to. Yeah, see. Okay. So we're not counting just him as a camp. Though I do find that a little bit odd. Like, oh, why do you have red eyes though? Like I feel like red eyes is a bit much. You know what I'm saying? But I have him going here, right? I don't think I did. We'll check. Yeah, why does he have red eyes? That just feels wrong. Yeah. Yeah. I should have known with that red eyes situation. Oh, there's a Steak America? Really? I never see those things. Hmm. Yeah, sure is. Um, where was I trying to? Okay. Well, let's just go get. Let's just go get my runes. Trying to just go get my runes. Where are they? Okay. So then those are some dogs right there. But yeah, let me try to go to 2 first. Because I don't know if I've been there. Can I get up from here? Maybe I need to go around. Yeah, I think I should just leave that dog. Well, I don't know. Have I been here? Maybe. Oh, no, I don't think I have. Because this must be one of those, like puzzle things, right? Falling snow marks something unseen. What? Falling snow. Oh my gosh. What is all of this? Wait, man. Falling snow. I don't know. I don't. Falling snow. Vertical rise. Falling snow marks something unseen. And I guess the thing is, too, falling snow marks something unseen. Hmm. I don't know. I fallen snow marks something unseen. Yeah, I guess I'll let it go. I'm pretty confused, you know? Yeah, pretty confused. Falling snow marks something unseen. And it's generally, you know, right around the top. You know, it's not generally too far from the tower. Yeah, marks something unseen. Okay. And I definitely, like hear stuff inside, I guess. Falling snow marks something unseen. Yeah, I'll have to look it up cuz I don't think that I have actually solved like any of these puzzles. I could be wrong, but I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't know. And I think too, like I don't know how I would reveal it, you know? And those jerks are shooting at me, right? So yeah, maybe it's something obvious. I think for the most part they pretty much are, but that hasn't made it so. And now what I wonder, you know what it might be? There might be some kind of invisible bridge or something that I'm supposed to notice snow falling on, but like that's not gonna happen, right? That's not gonna happen. So, okay, so I might as well go here then. Because that's the only thing I can think is that maybe it's like in Dark Souls Remastered in the it's like something with crystals, like by as you're trying to go to see the scalers, and there are those invisible walkways, and the snow falls on it, and it tells you how to get there. That's the only thing I can think. I don't think I really need to kill those, and the dogs were kind of dangerous. But there were also graves. Weren't there graves like up at the top too? Like it's fine, I don't have to get them. But I thought there were like some other graves as well that I had passed by. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm too tired to be this is definitely the last one, right? I guess we'll just okay. Hopefully none of your friends will notice that you've been murdered. Or maybe they're just your co-workers. Waiting to punch out. Waiting to punch out. And that's another thing, right? Like, shouldn't I be extremely cold? Because it looks extremely cold. Um, I mean, I guess I could still rock with the demi-humans for now. All right, guys. And again, for me, it's just because there's so many of them. Why are y'all trying to leave? Yeah, I don't know why they're trying to fade out because I would have thought they would have been for this camp, right? I'm so confused right now. It's like I'm afraid to even move, right? What's going on, guys? Yes, honestly, what is this? This is like a whole thing. Why are you so swole back there? What is all of this? Why are there so many fire monks? Oh my gosh. think let's just try to like pick them off because are they just going to get that dude or they are serious? And now they running back. I really can't with them right now. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of them, right? Yeah, let's just keep being cowardly. Well, let me do a small one first. Yeah, I think this camp is super gonna be enough. Okay. Okay. All right. We haven't lost everybody. Has anybody dropped anything? Right? Like, do I just want to go inside? Maybe. Right? Maybe. See if we can pick off these two, right? Because basically, I'm assuming that I don't need to, like, kill all of them, but. Oh, there's a Trina's Lily. In case I ever use a sleep pot for any reason. Didn't need that at all. So, what's in here though? I guess this is a trap? Oh. Guardian's Garrison. Hmm. I think my thing is, does it actually just make more sense for me to go like around the back? Do you know what I'm saying? But maybe I can't make that jump. Where did you come from? What? What? What on earth? What is actually going on? When did that invader get here? Are there just like a bunch of invaders? I am so confused right now. Because they're like. What is going on? And what is up there? I feel like I should go up because I feel like if I go in the middle, I'll be too exposed. Do you know what I mean? Is there? Yeah, that's gonna leave me too exposed. How do I get up here? Yeah, my issue. There must be a way up. Like a ladder or something that I'm not seeing. There has to be. What are you hitting? Like, why? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm just missing repeatedly, right? How you get up. How do I get up there? And I think the thing for me is that I truly don't. There has to be a way. How do I get up here? Huh. Okay. Let me go back out that other way. Maybe I was supposed to be able to make that jump? Like, maybe I can? Okay. Actually, let's do a heal. Well, I must need to. Maybe I have to come to it from the other side. That must be it. And I don't think. There has to be a way that I get up there. Hmm. Yeah, pretty confused as to how I get up. Yeah. Thermal Greaves. Fine. None of this is telling me how I get up. I sincerely hope there has to be some obvious way I get up there. But like, I can't go up the trees. I can't go up the trees. Huh. I am truly at a loss. And I'm not seeing like a ladder. Huh. Well, let me retrace my steps. And then I'll call it because I'm failing at all the little puzzles. And I don't see how like going further out would make a difference really. It's like I'm here. Not seeing a way to get up there, right? Or there. Let's really look. Is this the ladder right here? OMG. Yeah, it's drinking some wine. Yes, this is definitely my last round. Oh man. I kept being so confused. I was like, there has to be a ladder, right? Okay. Then I guess what I'm trying to figure out is how many flame guardians are there? Because isn't this like the second flame guardian that we've encountered? Smithing Stone 7. Okay, fine, but well, here's my other thing. How do I get over there, right? How do I get up there? I should be able to get further up, though, is the thing. At least it looks like I should. Let me look again. Yeah, it seems like I should be able to get up one more time. I'm not seeing it, though. Oh, it must be that some kind of way. Not sure how, but yeah. I must walk out here some kind of way. Can I not get up there? Seems like a... Am I supposed to do like this type of jump? Because I'd really rather not. You know what I'm saying? Now what? With this. Guess let's go this way. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed the like skull mountain thing before. Okay, that's a dog. We should probably address you. Oh my gosh. So I shouldn't have done the dogs first. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and call it there just because I don't I don't feel like fighting through that right now. I don't know what I don't know where I'm trying to get in the end. Do you know what I'm saying? Um I'm not 100% sure where I'm trying to get. in here. Like if there's a boss or if there's just something I'm trying to get. But I feel like next time I play that could be a thing to do. I don't feel like going through it again right this second, if that makes sense. Um, so that can be what I try again when I get back to it. And then my thought, because I would just have to look that up. I'm assuming it's an invisible bridge, but maybe it's not. I could be completely off base. And then I can just go over here, right? I don't even think I would need to walk across the bridge again. I could just warp over there. Yeah, and just sort of slowly work my way through it until I end up here, which is again where I assume I'm trying to get. But I think that's enough for today, only because um, I think it was going okay. I just wasn't sure if I should go with the dogs first or go in the other direction. And apparently, I should have gone with the other direction. So I'll try that again next time I play, right? All right. Thanks for hanging out. Please hang out again. Bye bye. Hey, look, a few things. I'm deep into sunken cause fallacy area with Elden Ring at this point. We all know this. That doesn't, just because I recognize it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop because I have a problem. Having said that, I'm actually going to have to play this game to be able to finish it right. So I'm gonna try and like it. I'm sure that's not what the book is for at all. And I can't remember if it was like Atomic Habits, Eat That Frog, whatever it was. I'm gonna try to just play Elden Ring for 5 minutes a day and see what happens, right? Because I've got to play this so I can move on, right? Now, part of the issue was, right, I got frustrated last part because I died here. And this is my whole issue with this game. And I know I keep rambling, is that logically, I know that I don't have to do any of this. That doesn't stop me from redoing an area that I don't need to do at all, right? Now, it also kind of bothers me because I lost a lot of runes, right? The other issue was the demi-humans did pretty good, but I wasn't. Let me put my boyfriend. Let me put my boyfriend on and see. Oh, but I have to. Okay, well we'll wait a bit to summon him until I need to refill. How about that? Yeah, I need to do, and again, this doesn't have so much to do with this, it's just life, like in general. Oh, yep, I was about to get got. Yep, you got me. Fair enough. You know what? Fair play to you. I can't even pretend, right? Kinda jealous. And what's funny about it too is, realistically, I think that I have like that sorcery that this thing is using against me. But I think I was just like, I'm not gonna, do the intelligence. I wasn't prepared to like respec or invest in intelligence. And then like real talk, I have enough trouble like flipping through the stuff that I have. It's like, am I seriously supposed to like, switch between the talisman, the weapon, and the what do you call it? Is it like an astrologist staff or something? It's like, come on, right? All right, because I'm kind of. Oh man. Okay. Alright, Engel. Let's just try to... I don't really want to, like, fight all of them again. I want to get back to where I was. Okay. Alright. So that's what had gotten me earlier. I see now. Engel, dude. What was he even... What, you know what? Let me not question. And I can't remember exactly how that line goes. In a few good men, where Jack Nicholson, basically just goes straight off in the courtroom, right? And and I'm not gonna lie, like the older there are rats back here, if I'm recalling correctly, but can we just climb up? And then I'm gonna get mad because like Ingvo is just gonna pop up and be like blot out, Um, but basically, the older I've gotten, I do kind of laugh because, of course, Jack Nicholson, like, it wasn't cool, but also it's kind of like, it's also kind of like, Jack, I kind of get what you're saying, the dude is like, he's basically like, how dare you question, the method in which I am providing protection to you, right? And, um, are you like trying to ambush or something? Because this is sus. No. Oh my gosh, they are everywhere. All right, all right, you got him, Engel. You got him. Like it's okay. Oh man. So, and the further I get in life, I just find more and more that I both do and don't understand what Jack. Why is that there? Let me pay attention because this stuff will pop up out of nowhere because that's how it got me the other time. And also, I feel like, yeah. Oh no. I'm so frustrated because it's like the dogs and him together. So now I've lost all those runes. And it's frustrating because I was almost back to them. And that's part of what, again, I think because the game is so big, like in Dark Souls Remastered, it doesn't bother me as much. And again, even though I know I don't technically have to do this, it's still, I don't know how to explain it. I really would do better with like with a save point, with it not making me redo things over and over. So that's where I am with this game at this point. Like I know the things I like in it. I know the things that I don't like in it. You know what I'm saying? But um I just feel like I've come too far to stop playing it at this point, if that makes any sense, right? And then what I'm wondering is, like, can I just do this though? Ah, jeez. See, that's the thing, right? That's what frustrates me too. Like I can't just run past either. Okay, let me try to actually fight it. Cause I think that's part of why I didn't play this week, because I knew where I had left off and I didn't feel like, I hate doing the same thing over and over again. And that's where this game really loses me, right? I also may like just put the demi-humans back on, because, and see, now I don't know. I don't know what the answer is for me with this game, because it was like I was telling my friend too. It's also not helping because recently, I played a game and I just loved it, right? Like I couldn't put it down, or when I put it down, like I was just, you know, doing like things I had to do briefly and like coming back to playing the game, right? And so I think my problem now is, I'm not telling you that I never have that type of feeling in this game, because that's not true. But I don't have it all of the time. And that's the part for which I have no answer. That's the part for which I have no answer. Dang it. I really don't know what to do here, because between him and the dogs, and I'm frustrated. So, yeah, part of me wants to sit up here and be like, well, oh, I just need to, do the dogs first. But when I did the dogs first the other time, the guy came and got me, right? So I don't know. I'm drinking a tequila sunrise. Just sort of thought I would keep it relatively simple today in terms of my cocktail. Basically, trying to streamline a lot of life, I guess. Uh, Failing, of course, but still trying. So let me see, dude. And I'm not like hitting him at all. I just don't know what to do here. I really don't. So maybe this is something I come back to. I don't know. Then too, I'm wondering, can I just run past? So let me try to just run past this guy. I don't feel like that's gonna work. Or let me do the initial thing um that I was gonna do, where what am I trying to say? Where I tried the dogs first, let me do that again. But I think my issue is why did you do that? Wow. When you don't play for a week. Um, Let me try the dogs first, I guess, and then I'll try one more time, like running past. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what would work here. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's just try to run past him and see what's over here. See, the problem is he's gonna be able to climb as well, but let's see what's going on. Okay. Dang. Okay. You know what? I'm actually fine with that. So now that we have the prayer book, which I'm assuming is all I actually like cared about, right? Now, now part of me just kind of wants to do it just like to see on principle, if that makes sense. Also, because now I'm just curious, even though I feel like they were doing a really good job. Like, what will the fire monk like even do, right? Also, I said, hold on, let's take some of this off. Um, yeah, this is all I'm using right now. Let's try to streamline our life a little bit. Oh, because that was like two. My friend was telling me that there is an invisible bridge, like with the snowflakes and stuff. But I forgot to look that up. So hopefully I remember to do that after we clear this and find our next starting spot. Okay, got you. Cause now it just kind of feels a little, and I'm not gonna like, waste a bunch of time on it. But now it's sort of like a bit of a vendetta. It's like now I'm kind of feeling, it feels a little personal now and things like that. Do I even want to know what the fire monk is doing? Like, why? Why is he. What is he even doing? Like, dude, that was not even necessary, man. I don't think I want to play with him anymore. Like, dude. It's like be chill. Why are you picking fights? Okay. Yeah, not mad I played today. This may be like really what I need to do, right? I don't know, Fire Monk. I just what are you doing, man? Why? Like why? I don't know what to make of him. Fire Monk. I definitely shouldn't have gone with the Fire Monk, right? Like he's not gonna be the one. He's he is not the right champion. Oh my gosh. Where's the Fire Monk? What is he doing? No, dude, you're dead. The Fire Monk is totally dead. Like that was so unnecessary for him to. Oh, Fire Monk. Okay, so the Fire Monk is not the spirit ash that I'm marrying, right? And that's fine. Now we know, right? Now we know that he's not the one for me. It's good that we've tried it. And I feel like I got that impression the first time I tried him as well. But because it was the first time, I was kind of like, well, wait, like he might be okay. Uh, mm, all right. Anything in here? No. Okay. Dang it. Dang it, I was so close. My thing is, does he drop anything? Does he drop anything? It lowers my damage negation though. Right? It lowers my damage negation. So because you lower my damage negation, you lower my damage negation. Let's try this. Oh, yeah, because you were not it. Um, I don't know. Can Dean be what I need here? He might be. He could be. Although that is the difference between me doing a one shot and a two shot on those. I do clearly see that, right? All right, let's see, Dean. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Dean. Dean. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh. Dean was serious. Oh, I probably can't use that, but it looks fun, you know? So we will have to try to remember to look at our items. Yeah, and that was like too before I started playing, like the Steam Deck had an update, and then after that was finished, the dock had an update, and I was kind of like, man, I'm not. Look, I don't really know what Dean is doing, but I'm not gonna complain about him. Can I even heal you though? Because, dude, Dean. Oh my gosh, Dean, will you heal? Okay, all right. Just gotta huddle up. All right, come on, Dean. Dean is. All right. And see, this is why I haven't finished, right? This is exactly why I haven't finished. Because we have established fully, right, that there is literally no reason for me to do any of this, right? Dang. Dang, no, dude, don't go after the rats. Why, Dean? What is Dean doing down there? Apparently, Dean is is handling it, just doing things. Dean. All right, come on, Dean. Where is Dean? What is he doing? Or she? Is there still something down there? Oh, okay. Because I was confused. Let's get your little health. Oh, Dean. What was I doing? I think I just did like Frozen Lightning Spear over and over, is what I think I was doing. Okay. 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 But do you drop anything though? Does he seriously not drop anything? Okay. I was about to say. Again, I don't know if I care about that. All right. That feels like enough. So now let's just kind of look around. Um well, yeah, this is another thing, isn't it? What is this? Smoldering butterfly. Yeah, I don't really think I can get up here necessarily. Though part of me also feels like I should be able to. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think I can get on top of it necessarily. It feels like I should be able to, but I don't think I can. And you won't let me. Okay. All right. Do I care about anything I'm seeing? Probably not really, you know? Probably not really. And I can't get back up. Okay, great. What does this mean though? Like, I did this. That was the thing I did. Do I feel like I can probably just go here now. Like, because I still need to look up. I'm not trying to figure that out. I just need to look up that tower. I just need to look up that tower. And to that end, what is this tower called? Heretical Rise. Okay. So, what I think I'll do, right? I think I'm gonna go here. Yeah, I feel like this will be my next starting point. Because I know I'm trying to get there eventually. But I can just start exploring around here. And I will look up how I get into the heretical rise. And then the next time I play, we can do one of those things. Part of me is part of my thing is I feel like I'm assuming in heretical rise it's another, what do you call it? Is it talisman slot or, whatever it is where I can put another incantation or spell. But the thing is, more and more I'm finding like for me, I have to like really narrow it down so I'm not like rifling through too many things or whatever. So we'll see what happens. So, and I totally didn't do what I said I was gonna do, which was because that's my other thing, right? I lost so many runes. Like I probably could have gotten a level if I had ever gotten back to my runes, but I didn't. So we're not gonna worry about it. All right, so we will stay here. Why do you have like, is that like a lightning bolt on your back? No, it's a sword. Okay. I don't know why it makes me feel better that it's a sword, right? So yeah, we'll see. I won't try to map out a path now. I mean, I know I want to go there at some point, and these look like statues, right? Those look like maybe like skeleton statues or something. I don't know. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Please hang out again. Bye bye. Okay, I am a bit of an idiot as usual. And what I realized was what I should do because I will totally forget. Oh yeah, I can't use that. I need to try. I can't use this either. What do you do though? Oh. Well, that looks fun. And this, I can't use that either. I just think that's pretty. Like I don't. Okay, giants flame take thee and flame fall upon them. Okay, so let me try to remember. No, I need the marked one. Is it Church of Vows with my good friend the tortoise? I think so. Tortoise, turtle. I'm not sure. I don't know. And somebody explained exactly what Muriel was, and I don't remember. Like literally my favorite. If anything happens to Muriel, I will be devastated. I need you to understand that. Let's give you this prayer book.
Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance.
Fair enough.
All things can be conjoined.
Alright, so study incantations. This one is 7,500. I mean, those do seem fun, right? You're 30, you're 16. And you know what, Muriel? I totally am going to actually, how much do I need? 17,500. So I need about 12,000. Hold up, you said tight. Yeah, yeah. Let's hang out some more. All right. Oh no, I'm still wrong. So I need. So I still need like 2,000. Okay. I'm so sorry to keep bothering you, Miriam, but all right. So Muriel would almost be perfect, except I can't sell things to him. But I mean, that's that one flaw. That's that one flaw. Okay, cool. So now let me go back to where I was because I'm totally not gonna. The other thing I've been remembering, I totally still need to do like so much of Khaled. Like I've barely done any Khaled, man. Again, I know I don't have to do Khaled, but it would feel like weird not to. Flame Peak. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna start next time, unless I'm just like, no, no, I must go to Khaled now. I've been putting it off for however many hours. We aren't even gonna look at how many hours because this is all ridiculous. So, again, we'll see. I may fail tomorrow, right? But theoretically, I'm saying I'm gonna turn this game on for 5 minutes every day. So, and I mean, I'm saying all that. Like, I mean, I already know I have to have like a procedure. So, like, that day it may not work out, but you know what I mean. Real reasons are real reasons, right? But if it's just me, like sitting on the sofa watching TV, then I can go on ahead and dig deep and do that 5 minutes. All right, thanks for hanging out. Please hang out again. Bye bye.